Now you know...
Africa. There you go. This is what we do. We're business partners.
That's good. You guys have personality. It's good. You should keep that. Well, what do y'all do? Like, how do you make money now?
So our goal is to basically try to create a community of misfits, especially amongst the Desi community, trying to get out of unemployment and dead-end careers. So working with either CEOs or companies or corporates to try to make this a big deal. Yeah. So that's our ultimate goal. But for now, we make money making videos for other people.
So you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah.
And it is the main gig at the moment.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
So that's
what's wrong with that? That's great.
Yeah, like we have this big thing of like, oh, we want to bring like a cultural change, and we want to like be like that social impact sort of thing. But we're like, it's slow growth.
I think what y'all are doing is good. Like the reason I agreed to it was because y'all had already put out a bunch. Whereas a lot of times when people are like, oh, I'm doing a podcast, you're the first episode. I'm like,
No!
they're not going to stick with this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I thought that was cool that you're doing a lot of Facebook and YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
And you'll quickly see it. It's pretty harsh to put stuff in public. I understand. It's harsh when something doesn't, you work a lot and then like no one watches it. Like,
And there's trolls. There's trolls.
I mean, but that's
being a girl on the internet. Though.
Yeah.
It's either the best or the worst.
Yeah.
Whichever way you look at it. Well, it'll build a thick skin. Like, I remember like when I had my blog, especially because I was the first one like on the internet to publish my identity and my money and everything.
Oh yeah.
And my parents were like, "What? You're in the Desi community, you don't talk about that, right? Like, what? What are you doing?" And people would leave like the craziest comments, like because it's anonymous, right? It give anyone anonymity and they'll just write dumb shit, just to, whatever. And at first it used to bug me, and then over time you're just like, it's just idiots. They would, no one ever says this to my face.
Yeah.
But my parents would get really upset. They'd be like, let it go. Just possibly it gets me more comments. So
if anything, it's causing more traction.
Yeah, at the time I didn't mind that. Now it's like, oh yeah, my site is my dictatorship. I take off anything that's
nonsense.
That's shitty. Yeah. Internet people are weird.
Yeah.
It's like this dumb 1% says 100% of the dumb stuff.
So I've heard a lot about, everyone's like, oh, are you on Snapchat? Are you on Instagram? Are you on blah, blah, blah? And like, I understand the need to be on all these platforms, but it is possible to say that no, I am older or I'm putting out a certain type of content that's just not gonna gel on like Snapchat or whatever, right? And I know for like you and some other people that I've researched the hell out of, like I know that a lot of people are not that ubiquitous. So I mean,
you have to be. I know what you're talking about. So it's this common thing that like your social feed shows you what you want to look at.
Right.
So it says what have they looked at before? Business stuff. So they show you all this business shit. Right?
Yeah.
And there's usually people. I mean, I guess I could be classified in this category too. Although I don't think I'm as aggressive, that say like you got to be on Facebook Messenger bots and blah blah blah. It's like everyone's moving to Messenger bots. 2 weeks later, you're like, no one's. You don't hear anything about it. It's like maybe they didn't work that well. They also use their best numbers that they ever got. So there's this like disillusion that people are just like, Gary Vaynerchuk says I have to be on Instagram.
Oh god,
I love Gary Vaynerchuk and I think he's correct in a certain way, but not everyone needs to. Right? He's talking about a very certain amount of people.
Yeah.
And so you can experiment with all those because it's so easy to be on them.
Yeah.
But stuff like I've tried Snapchat stuff and everything, and it's cool. I think a lot of it's just kind of like a lot of content I don't really care about or care to spend my time on. I think the people that are really, really into it can do a good job, but that's not going to be my strength.
Right.
So I try it out as a side project, and I'm like, the return on this is not, I'm just not seeing it yet.
Yeah.
So honestly, like collecting email addresses and blasting out to my email list, that's the most profitable thing, get the most clicks, most engagement by far. Twitter, Instagram, it's like a lot of work for not a lot of output.
Right.
But there are also smart ways you can do it where you can make your one piece of content. So you, for example, you can make this one video for YouTube and then you can have someone on Fiverr chop it up for Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, all those things. So you make one piece of content and it goes out into all these different platforms.
Essentially,
pretty much
that's what we
automatic.
do. So we kind of like just
Like once a week I use Buffer. There's tons of programs that do it.
Oh yeah, like Hootsuite.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing where you just load it up and then throughout the week it keeps posting.
Yeah.
So someone's like, oh, you're posting all the time. I'm like, I don't remember what I did.
Who did that? What bot did that?
On Instagram and Twitter and all these things, they use these bots essentially to game the system.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, where do you come down on that, and where do people in this?
I did an
line of
experiment
work-
about it on Instagram. So if you go to Instagram/Neville_Medhora, I had Nev, but it got taken. I have 75,000 followers or something like that, like 70,000 followers. And I've posted like 4 pictures. And if you notice that the rest of the pictures are all these like motivational quotes with fucking if you're not the lion, you're the sheep, or whatever, like, I don't know, stuff like that.
Some turd.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, some people like them, they're cool, whatever. But it has a bunch of that. It was an account full of that, and I bought the account to see what would happen. and it, quite frankly, it was kind of nothing. Like, a lot of these things, a lot of the social media stuff is a trick. Okay, think about it. When you view your Facebook views on your videos, who's counting that? Facebook.
Yeah.
And what does Facebook do? They sell advertising on that. And so if I boost a post on my page and I looked at all the people that liked it, you'll be like, wow, Muhammad in Egypt sure likes a lot of pages. He has 5,000 interests or something like that. You're like, that's a little, he has one picture on his profile. You're like, that's a little weird. You start noticing that a lot of them are fake, a lot of them are bots, a lot of them are just trying to game the system. And same with Instagram. There's a lot of like heart clickers and stuff, and you're like, 100 hearts. It usually boils down to almost nothing. A lot of those people, a lot of the Instagram people, they don't tell you this, but a lot of their book deals don't go through and stuff because they realize like Instagram, like a hot girl on Instagram can't really sell that many books.
Yeah.
People apparently aren't there to read what she's saying.
Yeah.
They're there to look at her because she's hot.
Yeah.
And so certain things like some bullshit skinny tea or whatever she can sell, that'll do well.
Right.
But a lot of that stuff doesn't get as much traction as you think. Yeah. You have to be skeptical and do your own tests of what the numbers are.
Yeah.
Like if you were to put halfway through your video, if you're watching this video, like this and I'll give you $5.
Right.
And no one clicks it, you're just like, maybe no one actually saw that.
Right.
Yeah. And so you have to be skeptical of that stuff. So and also make sure you're seeing if people are making real profit from stuff. A lot of marketing people, they're like, oh, we had a 5-figure launch, 6-figure launch, 7-figure launch, 8-figure launch. It's like, and how much did you keep?
Yeah.
And it's very important to know, because I get to see what these people actually make.
Right.
And it's not a lot. All the richest people I know don't have Twitter followers and stuff.
Right.
You probably don't know who they are.
Yeah.
The richest people I know try to hide it. They drive old cars, or like an old Lexus or something.
Right.
They're not fancy. They might live in a really big house, but nothing else indicates that they're really wealthy.
So no Ty Lopez.
I bet if you try to think in your own little Desi community, who are the richest people? Are they like internet gurus being like, I make a lot of money? I bet not. Yeah, they probably do something boring like storage units or something. Yeah.
For us, because we're doing everything, right? We're a 2-man group or 2-woman group. We have to figure out everything, right? Legal stuff and accounting, finances, all of that stuff. So is it like Tim Ferriss also talks about it, right? Like outsource the stuff that you can. Like how do you draw that line? Like
I think you should. I mean, if you can outsource it for cheap, I think like Fiverr is a really good resource. You can get like some accountant for $5 to talk to you for a while.
Right.
Which is really, there's also like YouTube and the internet is really good now. Okay. You can get any question answered. The legal stuff, I would encourage you to also note that in Texas you can make as much money as you possibly can, and you don't have to have an LLC or corporation. Whoa. And if you're in a low-risk business like this where no one's going to sue you for anything you're doing, you can, I mean, for years I did it without an LLC. Nice. It's only when you have to start hiring employees and stuff officially that like you kind of need some of that stuff. Even then, if you go to these meetups, dude, you can go to meetup.com, type in accounting. And there'll be like some accounting meetups where all these people love talking about accounting. People that are accountants love talking about it. Bookkeepers and stuff like that, you can hire these people on Craigslist for super cheap.
Yes.
And a lot of times they'll know about multiple things. Like a bookkeeper will often know about a lot about taxes, stuff like that. Have friends. I have a lot of friends that are lawyers, and like you just with your Indian doctor friends, you ask medical questions. Usually, like, what's the easiest solution to this for now? I think Jason Fried of 37 Signals had a better quote where he's just like, you should do everything yourself,
right?
Especially when you're not making a lot of money, you don't have a lot of cash flow, until it's painful to do it, right? And then you need to hire someone. But a lot of entrepreneurs, there's like this whole like lazy generation of entrepreneurs. That's like, I just want someone that knows how to grow my website to 1 million people. It's like, bitch, that's why you're here.
Your job.
That's your job.
Yeah.
If Those people don't work for other people. They just do it themselves. They're like, why can't I get Superwoman to just work for me? It's like, because she can do it herself.
Yeah.
Like, why would she need you? Where do you come in the equation?
Yeah.
Apparently nowhere, because you can't do it.
Yeah.
So I've done all those things myself
Right.
for years until maybe it was just like too much work, or there's something really complicated I need someone on, like a lawyer or something to look at something.
Yeah.
But most of that stuff you can get away with.
Well, again, thank you so much for being here. This was amazing. We're so excited. Celebrity! This is our version of Perd Hapley's You Heard with Perd.
That is the end of this story, and we're going to stop talking now.